What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the lab with another quest build. I'm back in the builder, cooking y'all up a blueprint to one of the rarest sharpshooting type monstrosities that I've seen on 2K23 thus far. I've only seen this version made at a smaller peanut water chestnut type level, so I want to get in there and create a monster that can spread the floor and go for a 30 burger on any given night, while also being able to distribute the pill and rack up double-digit assists in any game. This can be a key cog for any offensive team at the rec, in the city, pro-am, and on this very rare 610 version, it's going to be an absolute mismatch against your opponents. It has shades of Keith Van Horn, Peja Stojakovic, and Larry Bird. Larry Legend. This is the 6'10" Playmaking Sharpshooter. Like I said, this thing is going to be an absolute mismatch. It's going to be a problem for any opponent on the wood. This thing can stretch the floor, is a Nerf gun, going to be darting up all your teammates, and they can also just lock up defensively, kind of 1 through 5, even though it's not in the name. So jumping right in, we're going to make this a small forward to get the name. It's going to be 6'10", 210 pounds with a 7'2" wingspan. That's going to be crucial for the name. Then we're going body shape built because we want to look what? We want to look menacing on the wood. So follow along to a T to get this name, and then tinker at your own discretion in your builder. At the end of the day, it's your build. You can literally do whatever you want. I'm just here to provide a blueprint to some of the rarest names in all of 2K23. You can tinker here or there and then ooze out a couple more badges, or you can allocate more towards your playstyle, but follow along in order to get this name. We're going to get our close shot to a 76, our driving layup to an 82, that's going to unlock some nice layup packages, our driving dunk to a 76 as well, and then our standing dunk to an 80. We are punting post control, but if you do allocate from other areas, that would unlock a different style to this build, more of a Dirk Nowitzki type tinge, which could also be hot. But we're going to get 18 finishing badges. You can also up your driving dunk to a 79 to get that silver limitless takeoff when you're attacking the rim. But shooting is where this build really shines. We're going to get our midi and our 3-ball to an 88 apiece. That's going to be the name thresh. You need that to get a sharpshooter name, or it turns it into a playmaking shot creator. Kind of hot, but not what we're looking for. Then we're going to get our free throw to a 75 as well, because you want to be able to go to the free throw line and knock down free throws at the end of a game. It's going to give you 26 shooting badges, Hall of Fame everything on tier 1, some really nice tier 3 badges, gold catch and shoot. But then playmaking, again, this thing is an absolute stud muffin. We're going to get our pass accuracy to an 86 and max out our ball handle and our speed with ball to an 81 and a 71 accordingly. It's going to give us 20 playmaking badges. Again, this is more that Larry Bird, Larry Legend type playmaker. At 6'10", it's going to be an absolute mismatch demon. You can handle the pill. You can make every pass imaginable. And 20 playmaking badges is going to be really nice at the wing position. And then defensively, it is not a two-way in the name, but it is definitely a two-way. We're going to get our interior defense to a 58. Our perimeter defense to a 76. Our stealies, we're going to leave it a 41, but we're going to get our block to a 78. And then max out our defense rebound to an 87, and then get our offensive rebounds to a 57. That's going to give us 18 defensive badges. You definitely can ink out more defensive badges if you want to allocate some other things elsewhere. I recommend throwing some more on offensive rebound. It's really easy to get 1 or 2 more badges if you want to lower the speed or take away from driving layup. But 18 defensive badges is going to be plenty fine on this build, especially when you're guarding usually 2 through 4. And it can hold its own on the perimeter, it can rebound, it can block shots. It's going to just be a nice, well-rounded build. And 18 total badges is going to be nice. But physically, we're going to max out our speed, max out our acceleration, keep our strength to a 33. It's not going to be the priority on this build. Get our vertical to a 65 for those big man contact dunks, and then put stamina to an 80. So, giving this build a once-over, 18 finishing, 26 shooting, 20 playmaking, and 18 defensive badges. I have not seen a playmaking sharpshooter at 6'10" anywhere in the city with these capabilities and this size, being able to do what this thing can do on the wood. It can shoot from anywhere, it can make any pass, it can finish when you do get a peanut or water chestnut inside, and then defensively it can help rebound, and like I said, just guard 2 through 4, and it really doesn't have any deficiencies. except you could argue strength. But if you're mostly going to play on the perimeter, you're going to be basically a bigger guard. Strength might not be the most important because you are going to be stretching the floor and just making plays. But the cool thing on this blueprint is the takeover, you get finishing take. So you can double up on finishing take. You do get shot creating, shooting, and playmaking. But then that could make the opponent kind of think twice about just camping and just face guarding you on the 3-point line. Because if you have easy blow-bys or advanced gathers, it's like, oh, okay, this thing's a slasher. This is more of a 3-level scorer. But you're going to, at the end of the day, be a playmaking sharpshooter. For those of you looking for a sharp wing build that's not just the cookie cutter meta, this rare version of a rare build might be the one for you. It can shoot, it can make plays, it can play D. You can allocate to make it even more gruesome if you want more badges. But this thing could really be dangerous in the right hands and for any squad at the rec or in the city. What do you guys think of this version? How does it stack up against the other versions on YouTube? Have you seen a 6'10" playmaking sharpshooter? Is it worth investing that hard-earned VC into? Because this year it is mighty expensive. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments, because you know what time it is. Quest Sparrow. Streets!